Hello and welcome to Newsbreak. I'm your host, Nick Steffens. Getting into today's top stories, Saturday, December 3rd, an officer with the Mount Pleasant Police Department shot a suspect during a response to a domestic disturbance. Emergency services dispatched units from City Police and Henry County Sheriff's Office at approximately 10:04 p.m. to the 700 block of Main Street. Dispatch informed officers of a male subject held at gunpoint, and when they arrived, he called for help from a bathroom window. He escaped through the window. During officer attempts to contact the threatening subject, the subject displayed a weapon. An officer discharged their weapon and the subject sustained a gunshot wound in the right arm as a result. This incident is under investigation with the Iowa Division of Criminal Investigation after local authorities sent notification and requested the investigation. Following protocol, the officer is on critical incident leave as the investigation continues. The subject's name is not available during the active investigation. The officer's name remains withheld pending an interview with DCI. Chamber of Commerce event coordinator Alisha Davis spent her last day with the organization Monday, wrapping up a 5-year career with the group after one last candlelight tour of homes event. Davis will pick up a new job working in sales for Halcyon House in Washington. She said she was ready for the change and hoped to spend more time with loved ones. Davis said her work with the chamber was purposeful, enriching, and enjoyable, but at times could take a lot out of her. Davis stressed that her years spent with chamber were gratifying despite the workload. This job, it takes a lot out of you, it does. It's a lot of work that goes into it, she said, but you get a lot in return when you host events and hear all the feedback, and that has been my biggest motivator. The chamber holds roughly 100 events every year, according to a news release that announced the departure. Davis said she was proud of the impact she made. Though she'll miss the people and activities associated with the chamber job, Davis said she was excited about the new position. Chamber leaders said they had opened applications for the position. Davis said the position had a lot to offer. I hope they find someone really great to replace me, she said. It's really awesome, and there are so many fun parts about this job. That is another thing I'll miss, just the fun of it. WACO Community School Foundation received $155,000 grant from the Washington County Riverboat Foundation last month. According to the Riverboat Foundation, their mission is to help nonprofit organizations and local governments complete important projects that make Washington County, Iowa, a better place to live and work. The WACO High School is located in Wayland, which is in Henry County, and includes Olds in Henry County. However, the district also includes Crawfordsville, which is located in Washington County. WACO also has a large number of open enrolled students from the surrounding towns. With an athletic department that makes headlines, it is not surprising that WACO games are highly attended by these communities. Every football game, the parking lot fills to overflowing. Fans bring lawn chairs to set up near the bleachers to watch the game, and those in the bleachers get cozy as they cheer on the Warriors. Now, WACO supporters even have the opportunity to cheer on the first year of the high school girls wrestling as an officially sanctioned high school sport. Riverboat Foundation grants afford the opportunity for WACO Community School Foundation to execute much-needed athletic complex updates to field lighting. WACO hopes to complete the project this summer to provide more room and better lighting to their outdoor facilities. We're going to take a brief break, and when we come back, we'll have the weather and sports.
Since 1905, Kelowna Cooperative Technology Company has helped our community stay connected with the latest advancements in clear, dependable telecommunications services. KCTC provides rural Iowans with access to high-speed fiber internet, as well as phone, television, computer repair, and cybersecurity solutions. We're also proud supporters of local organizations and area schools within the community. KCTC, keeping Kelowna connected.
At the Capper Auto Group, we put our customers' needs first and understand that everyone is as different as the vehicle they select. We offer new Ford, Chevrolet, Buick, GMC, Jeep, Chrysler, Dodge, and Ram vehicles in a friendly environment that puts you in the driver's seat. When it comes to service, we maintain factory-trained technicians and competitive pricing. The Capper Auto Group still believes that service after the sale provides the best customer experience. Come see the Capper experience for yourself.
Hospice isn't a place, it's a type of care that focuses on living. Servicing a 7-county area, the Hospice of Washington County staff of nurses, social work, hospice aides, spiritual and grief support, volunteers, music and massage therapists are able to provide free end-of-life care where the patient lives. We write wills, give consent for organ donation, but rarely is there a plan for what we would want the final phase of our lives. At Hospice of Washington County, we encourage our patients to be in charge of their healthcare decisions while maintaining quality of life.
Hello and welcome back to Newsbreak. I'm your host, Nick Steffens. We have the weather and sports coming up, but first obituaries. Charlotte L. Bissig of Fairfield passed away on December 2nd at the age of 102. A funeral service will be held at 11 a.m. at the First United Methodist Church in Fairfield. Benner Funeral Home is in charge of the arrangements. Phyllis Lorene Astrop of Atoma passed away on December 1st at the age of 83. A memorial service will be at 10 a.m. December 9th at Reese Funeral Home. That was obituaries. It is now time for the weather.
The weather is brought to you by Jacqueline Ariola, LLC.
Come visit Jackie in her new location downtown. She is ready to serve Washington and the surrounding community. It appears that the overall temperature this week has begun to rise. Today it has been 42 degrees and cloudy. Tomorrow it will be 45 degrees with a bit more sun, and on Thursday there is a 75% chance of rain and the high will be 44. On Friday morning that rain will turn into snow, but the high is 43, so it should melt later in the day. On Saturday it'll be mostly cloudy with a high of 45. We're going to take another brief break, and when we come back we'll have sports. Federation Bank is a locally owned bank providing award-winning customer service. We believe that we are more than just a federation of banks, but a federation of communities, serving Brighton, Richland, Wellman, and Washington, Iowa. Federation Bank's highly skilled staff is here to make sure you are able to accomplish your personal and professional goals, whatever they may be. Federation Bank, your family bank. Family owned and operated by Andy and Sarah Ross, Ross Auto has been your vehicle repair and maintenance headquarters since 1935. We specialize in all makes of cars and light-duty trucks. With our variety of available services, let us help you keep rolling and your vehicle operating efficiently. Services include general auto repair, alignments, brakes, fuel injection, and more. Schedule your appointment today at 319-653-5656. That's 319-653-5656. Hello and welcome back to Newsbreak. I'm your host, Nick Steffens. It is now time for sports.
And now, sports, brought to you by Fairway.
A 6-hour trip for the College of the Ozarks basketball teams ended with 2 losses to an Iowa Westland basketball program that has been buzzing so far this season. The Tigers secured another sweep in a non-conference doubleheader. The women had to cling on to a 68-65 win. West ended the game with 35 points, 12 rebounds, and 3 blocks to the Tigers. Moore had 15 points. Macy Kucha scored 8. Brianna Woodland had 6, and Briella Baker scored 4. The Tiger men shot 10 for 17 from three-point land in the first half. 4 of those made threes came from Jacoby Jones, who scored 14 first-half points to lead Iowa Westland to a 53-31 halftime advantage. The Tigers kept cruising in the second half, scoring 42 more points to push the lead past 30 in a 95-62 victory. Jones scored 18 points to lead the Tiger men. Joey Brown IV had 15 points and 6 rebounds. Alante Pickens scored 14 points and led the team with 4 steals. Henry Shannon had 11 points. Victor Munoz and Dylan Hurley each scored 9 points for the Tiger Men. The Tiger Men are now 11-1 and will play at Western Illinois on Wednesday night. The women moved to 8-3 and will take on Grace College in Winona Lake, Indiana on December 13th. Another cross-country season has come and gone. If one thing's for certain, it's that the Union area has some of the best runners from across the entire state. They proved it once again this season. Coming into the season, Mid-Prairie was 5-time defending Class 2A state champions. While the Golden Hawks came up short in the team standings at the state this time around, Danielle Hostetler took the gold for the 3rd consecutive year, landing her as this year's All-Union captain once again. This time around, Mid-Prairie has 4 names on the list, with Hostetler and Abby Fleming being the only 2 returning selections, as well as Golden Hawks coach Mark Hostetler. Mid-Prairie's Phoebe Shetler is one of the new selections. Mid-Prairie's runners are all juniors, while the rest of the list is all underclassmen, including 3 freshmen. Washington's Quincy Griffiths is the lone sophomore, while Washington's Iris Dahl is one of those freshmen. That's the news for Southeast Iowa. I've been your host, Nick Steffens. This has been your news break, and I will see you next time.